Okay, here we go.
Famous basketball star Michael Jordan once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and miss. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." This idea of not caring about making mistakes, understanding it's better to make them, and overcoming the fear of failure is something I try to remember each day. I am a person who values perseverance and mental strength. I've developed these attitudes and values after having an experience where I let fear stop me from reaching my full potential and stop me from doing something I truly love, basketball. I've always loved shooting the basketball and scoring points in middle school and elementary school, but when I got to my freshman year of high school, I had a mental barrier that prevented me from shooting. Every time I got the ball, I would feel panicked and just pause, and I couldn't shoot the ball. In the end, from this, I learned that fears can be so irrational and that I shouldn't let fear guide my decisions. To help explain how I got to this point and how I came to develop these values and attitudes, I will start at the beginning of my basketball career. I started playing basketball in elementary school, and at that time it was purely for fun. My dad was the coach, and I was on the team with some of my best friends. It wasn't until I moved to Colorado and started middle school that I started to take basketball more seriously. This is also the time where my love for basketball really grew. I loved being on the court in general, the atmosphere, the team aspect of it, and being competitive with it. It is all I ever wanted to do also. I would go out and shoot the basketball in my backyard all the time and pretend I was Steph Curry doing dribbling drills. And it was just all I ever wanted to do and all I ever talked about. Another thing to note is at this time I was a very confident player. I would dribble around the court and not pass it to anybody, and I would shoot the ball whenever I got it. I also would call out all the plays since I was the point guard, and I really just had no fear surrounding basketball and playing basketball in general. And this confidence translated to success. I had won individual competitions, MVP awards, and also helped our team win the league. So basically at this time, I had no fear when it came to basketball, and I had no reason to doubt myself. And it wasn't until I got to high school that this all started to change, and specifically at tryouts. I was surrounded by some really good players who were older than me and had more experience, and it was just shocking to me. They were also a lot taller than me, and I was just a freshman who was short, and I kept getting my shot blocked. And so I just thought it would be better if I didn't shoot the ball at all because I would just embarrass myself and make a fool of myself. And also the coaches were pretty scary, so everything was just very intimidating. I didn't end up making the team that I wanted to because I'm pretty sure the coaches just thought I would get over this fear of not shooting, but it continued throughout the season. My coaches kept trying to encourage me and motivate me, but nothing seemed to work. And so in the end, they just decided to reduce my playing time and bench me. And at first, I was really sad about this. I considered quitting and was like, if they don't like me for what I am, then I should just be gone and be done playing or move to another team. But I decided eventually to try and overcome this fear and get over it. I would practice all the time to make sure that I had more confidence again when I shot. And then one game, things finally clicked. And I finally started shooting the ball again. My coaches were so proud of me and my teammates and my family, and my dad said he could even see tears in my coach's eyes. And so from this, I learned that fear is so stupid sometimes, and that it can lots of times just do more harm than good. I also learned that we need to put ourselves out there because this is the only way to mature and grow. And lastly, I learned that we should value perseverance, and within our struggles, I could have given up and just quit basketball or tried not to get over this fear, but I was resilient and tried to get through it. I try to carry this mindset into my life today, whether it be just an interview or through a board game. I try to make sure that fear doesn't drive my decisions, and I try and get through things with strength and resilience. In conclusion, I value perseverance, and value the attitude of not letting fear ruin my life. So, as Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue.